Wojcicki. The truth is, it was hard to put the story together because there were so many avenues and tentacles. Susan Wojcicki made it very clear that they're not media. They don't check the facts. They say, no, we're just a platform. We host users who send us videos. They are now developing policies to curb particularly the spouting of hate. They try to deal with the conspiracy theories. There's a lot of medical quackery. They're beginning to try and tame it. But for the most part, they say, we're not a news organization. We don't do checking the way we do.
We are in the distribution of news companies. We don't produce news ourselves. And of course, like someone out of their garage can upload a video and say their point of view about what happened with the news. But we're not going to recommend that when there's a breaking news event. We're going to recommend companies that we know have a long tradition of delivering reliable news. We decide what's on our site, but what we do is we say there are certain types of information that we know are not true and it's harmful if people get the wrong information.
And of course, harmful is in the eye of the beholder. They come under a section of a law called Section 230. That means they can't be sued for the material that their users put up. So if you put up a video, they are not liable.
And that has it's basically enabled the internet as we know it. It's enabled us to have people upload content, not have every single comment be reviewed, not every single video be reviewed. And so it has enabled new types of communication, new types of community, new types of content that we just wouldn't have had beforehand. But it also gives us protection to remove content. That is a really important part of 230. So there's a Good Samaritan clause that actually enables us to remove content that is legal under US law, like mature content, adult content, hate content. So it actually gives us protections for that.
Her argument is constantly, we're a site where we give everybody a voice. That's who we are. That is our DNA. That is how we started and how we want to continue. Now, there's been a lot of objectionable things that have been posted, and I think that's why she agreed to give us this interview, Susan Wojcicki, because she wants the public to know they're trying to curb harmful speech on their site, hateful speech. 230 says you can't be sued for things that appear on your platform. So you have this huge protection. I know it allows you to run things, but look at all the things we've talked about that do get on your platform that have been harmful.
Which we're removing and that we're working on. And honestly, if there was laws that said this is the type of content you can't have, then we would remove it. Just to be clear, because you've asked me so many questions about hate, that's not necessarily something that we're getting any kind of legislation about. That's allowed. That's allowed here in the US. And we are making a decision to be responsible because we think it's important for our society right now. We're allowed to do that because of Section 230. And so the government is free to say, hey, this is how you should enforce hate. This is how you should enforce harassment. We would follow those laws, but we don't see those laws. Those laws aren't out there right now.
Tonight on this special edition of 60 Minutes Presents 21st Century Con.
Now, I hope you guys are really paying attention to what you just heard. That was 4 minutes of the most ridiculous BS I ever heard in my life. Now, what is this 230 that she's talking about? Well, it's something that allows a platform like YouTube to say, oh, we don't curate content. We're just a platform. So we can't be sued for whatever content is put up. But at the same time, because of Section 230, we are allowed to remove content we feel is harmful. All right, we're able to dictate what people see under the recommended section a video. So let's say you watch a video, right? You watch a video of your favorite YouTuber, and under the recommended is not more content from that YouTuber, but content from mainstream media sources like Fox News, CNN, ABC, MSNBC, all that shit. So basically, they're also removing content they feel is harmful to viewers. That might be mature content, hate speech, as the lady said, the interviewer said, medical quackery. You understand what I'm saying? So they're able to dictate what's on their platform, but at the same time they're saying, "Oh, we don't curate the content on our platform," which is bullshit. Okay, you're not a platform. Once you start dictating what is allowed on your platform, you're not a free media source, right? You're not a free platform. You're not a free-forming platform, or free-flowing platform where people could just upload whatever they want and not have to worry about YouTube snatching shit off of YouTube. This is the ultimate form of censorship. This is free censorship. You understand what I'm saying? The government just gave them permission to censor everybody and anybody they feel may be harmful. Who dictates that? Who determines what content is harmful? Who determines what medical quackery is? Who determines this? It's all subjective, right? Well, what you have is you have the CEO of YouTube and her underlings dictating what is and what isn't harmful, what should be and should not be recommended, what should be and should not be removed, what should be and should not be monetized. To me, that sounds like curation. To me, it sounds like they're publishing shit. They're not just a platform. A platform is, look, this is a table. This is the platform, right? It's flat, and you're able to present whatever you want on this platform. I could put this there, I could put that there. No one's going to come remove it, right? Well, that's not what's going on with YouTube right now, especially on December 10th. December 10th, hey, many of your favorite YouTubers are going to be gone because of this new section. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to get sued for whatever they decide to keep on their platform, right? So if they want to keep something on their platform that might offend somebody, but they don't feel like is offensive because of, for whatever reason, whatever subjective reasoning they have for it, right? Let's say they feel like talking about a Zionist, right, is not acceptable, right? But they might say that calling white men terrorists is acceptable, or black men thugs might be acceptable. You see, they get to pick and choose what they feel is harmful. That is not based on objective reality. That's based on feelings. That's based on objectiveness, or that's based on subjective bullshit. That's based on feelings. That's based on something that you feel in your heart should or should not be allowed. Well, guess what? I want people who hate me. I want people who hate me and people of color, or hate white men with that they feel are terrorists, or gun touting fucking mass shooters. I want them to show themselves, to put themselves out there, right? Who determines what hate speech is? So they want to hide everything, but they want to be able to dictate what is and isn't on their platform, and they want to not be sued for it, whatever the case may be. But they also want to be able to remove shit from their platform. I mean, what is this? Well, it's the new age of YouTube. So there you have. You heard from the horse's mouth. They are essentially going to run YouTube like an authoritarian regime. That's basically what they're doing. If you're a member of YouTube, if you're in these YouTube streets, you best roll with it. Roll with what they got going on. Don't speak up or speak out against what they don't want you to speak up and speak out against. Otherwise, you're going to lose your platform. You're going to get censored. You're going to get demonetized. Hell, I mean, you might even have the cops into your house on some red flag law shit. You never know what they're going to do. It's a brave new world we're living in, people. And YouTube, well, they're not out to protect your rights, as you can see. Susan Wojcicki is not out to protect your rights. She's out to be an arm of the government. Like I said, the media is the fourth branch of government, right? And even though she'd like to say that the YouTube is not a media platform, it is when you determine when you produce content, which is basically what you're doing. So you're producing your overall content. You're dictating what is shown to people. You're dictating how it's shown. You're dictating this. You're dictating that. You know, you're just letting the creators are creating a video. They're uploading it, and you're producing it. You're producing what's shown. To me, that's more than just a platform. But under Section 230, apparently, that's no longer the case. And this is what we got going on. Anyway, I want to talk about that real quick. I'm gonna get back at y'all about with another video soon in regards to something that went down in Mexico near the U.S. border. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I got a lot of work to do if I want to keep my shit on YouTube. I got to go do all my videos and say that they're not for children. But I heard that you can do it with one push of a button, so I need to figure that out and get back at y'all. Yeah. So anyway, I also need to look into BitChute and TrueTube and other platforms that I can go to that you guys can see me on. So yeah. Anyway, I'll get back at y'all later. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe, whatever. Put this information out there, because this is what's going on. This is what's happening. Straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the YouTube horse's mouth. She will dictate what's going to be on her platform, and it won't be no problem. She can censor you all day and all night. The government just gave her the power. And, well, not just her, but other platforms like hers. So, there you have it. Much love to y'all.